Hello everybody and welcome back to Switch It Up Soph. If you don't know why you're at this channel, proceed to leave because this has nothing to do with you because this is a really fine search. Anywho, let's start off with the fact that my name is Sophia. I had a duodenal switch done on September 14th at Madigan Army Medical Center with Dr. Carter. My surgery date weight was 270 pounds, and today in week 3, I weigh 246 pounds. Isn't that crazy? To me, that's just crazy. But anyways, I feel like I look at this scale and I don't really, it hasn't processed yet. And it also doesn't feel like physically that I've lost that much weight. It honestly feels like I'm still 270 and I don't know, for some reason just hasn't processed. So I don't know if anybody else is feeling that way or perhaps everybody else might end up feeling that way. I don't think it's weird. I guess it's one of those things where I'm telling myself, well, maybe if I lose like 10 more pounds, maybe then I'll notice it. But we'll see as time goes on. I waited to upload this video because I had a doctor's appointment and I wanted to see what my doctor had to say first before I kind of went into this week, because what if I said something and I was doing it wrong, or what if, my doctor had some good information that I needed to take home that I might have wanted to give to you guys. But let's be honest, he was so excited that I had lost so much in the 2 weeks because I don't know. I think we both kind of had the conversation before where we felt like, well, maybe you'll get down to like, 220, something like that for whatever reason. And right now, to feel like right now I'm going into my 3rd week and already 24 pounds down, I'm feeling really hopeful, and so is he. Another thing that he talked about was the fact that he's pleased to see that I'm not having any complications. That I guess a lot of patients, DS patients, sometimes can have complications of some sort, whether it's just switching from full liquid or full liquid to puree. There can be issues. There can be issues with diarrhea, with throwing up, things like that. People get really fatigued, really dehydrated and stuff. And outside of fatigue, I haven't had any of those issues, thankfully. So, knock on wood, that doesn't become an issue down the line, because one of my biggest fears is having uncontrollable diarrhea. Boo-boo. It's not for me. So, with that said, he wants to see me at the 6-week mark. But I think it's more so because he's not going to be here, not because he doesn't want to see me at the 1 month, and I don't want to see anybody else but him. I'm currently working, but he's requesting that I take another 1.5 weeks off just to kind of gain my strength, make sure my vitamins and everything are fine, my protein, things like that, because I do find myself, and I brought it to his attention, whether it's cooking or maybe I'm just like cleaning up around the house or taking my walk or whatever, I find myself getting really winded. But I'm not sure that has something to do with during surgery. There was this incident with, anyways, we're not gonna get into that because people get scared of stuff, and there's no need to be scared. I've had 1,000,000 surgeries. Life is fine. I'm here. I'm alive. What else? So pretty much I'm going to be going back to work hopefully in a 1.5 weeks, which, don't let me forget, I need to contact them and let them know. And I told him that my personal goal for the month, because I've exceeded anything that I thought I was going to lose. I felt like I was going to lose like 15 pounds, maybe in the first month. And here I am at 24 pounds. So I'm shooting for that extra 6 pounds. It'll put me at 30. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because like I said, 24 is beyond what I had expected. And there is nothing that I could say or do to make me feel less impressed with my ability to stick to what I'm doing, using my tool the way that it's supposed to, and allowing it to heal the way that it's supposed to. So anyways, so my doctor's appointment went really well, obviously. Next, I am in week 3, so I am on to purees. Yay! Because I am tired of yogurt. I am tired of the lack of flavor and variety. So I will say this, I did make the ricotta bake, and I had to put meat in it for my family because they looked at me like I was some strange alien who was crazy to think that they weren't going to eat meat. So what I did was I made the ricotta bake. I did ground beef in it for them, and then no noodles. And then what I did was I cooked just some regular macaroni noodles or whatever for like on the side. And so when I made their plates, I did the noodles and then I put the baked ricotta on top, and then they kind of ate it like that. They absolutely loved it. It turned out flippin' amazing. I had brought it to my doctor's attention that I wanted to try and eat ground beef if possible, just to start trying to incorporate those proteins and things. Surprisingly, you guys, it actually went well. Can I eat a whole thing of it? Absolutely not. But for the little pieces that were in like my little itty bitty teeny tiny little circle shape of a little piece of a serving, I didn't have any issues. And I know that's not for everybody. I know some people struggle with the different things. But it was one of those things where he said, you know what? You won't know unless you try. So he said, go ahead. He said, if not, maybe try something like eggs and kind of stick with that for a week. Let your body get used to eating denser things, I guess you could say, and just see how that goes. So that actually went well for me. Does not mean that I'm going to be eating hamburger meat every meal. No, I'm perfectly fine with my pureed variety right now, but it's just nice knowing that I am able, that'll be the thing that I probably start adding first. Ground turkey obviously would be a better option. I know, don't beat me. I just know my family's not about that life. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. My family is not about that ground turkey life. We've tried it, it's failed again, It has nothing to do with how I cook it. It has to do with the fact that they're picky little mofos and they ain't having it. So anyways, purees, amazing stage. It's nice to know that you're kind of going into the same. My servings are still really, really small. I'm still drinking my water. I still have my sick fascination with milk for whatever reason post-op. And yeah, I know I've had a few people message me on Instagram about my poop capades, if you know what I'm talking about, poop capades. I haven't had any. A lot of people have told me, in a lot of videos I've seen, and a lot of people's personal stories that I've read, have had a lot of issues with diarrhea. I am fortunate enough that at this point, I have not had any issues with it. I have a regular bowel movement every morning. It's soft, I'm not constipated. I'm not, leaking out the poop chute, nothing like that. And you know what? It happens for some people. Some people it doesn't. Like I said, I was fortunate not to have that. I did notice that on the full liquid diet, it was kind of like every 3 days I would go. On the pureed, like I said, it's every day. So I hope that's reassuring to somebody out there that not everybody leaks out. Some people actually, their bowels are like, all right, we got this. So don't freak out. Not everybody's the same. But I am worried moving into the soft food phase. I won't lie, because I know that that's going to be upping the things that I eat, which means there's going to be more stuff that's not getting processed. That's just going to kind of flow through. So I am still very hesitant and proceeding with caution. Exercise, I am walking every day. There's been a couple days this week where I haven't, just because it's been raining really bad and my kids have been sick. And my kids are 11 months, 3 and 8. So, taking an 11-month-old and a 3-year-old that are leaking out of their eye sockets and nostril holes, probably not the best thing to just go, running in the rain. So we've kind of been taking it easy, but I have incorporated weights. And when I say weights, I mean 4 to 5 pound weights. If you hear that scratching sound, that's Dixie Woodle, my strudel doodle noodle poodle. One day she'll make a cameo. Not today. She's being a little butt faced, so she gets to stay over there. Anyways, I've been using 3 to 5 pound weights. I have a 4 pound weight, which I've kind of been keeping, and I keep one by my bed and I keep one by the couch. So at night, right before I go to bed, I usually do a few arm. I'm gonna get my dog. Dixie, chill out. Lay down. Down. She's looking at me like I'm stupid. Anyways, I have the weights by my bed. So at night before I go to bed, what I do is I do about 5 different little arm exercises, mostly because I'm afraid of these bat wings staying. So I've been doing, you know, just like the behind the head, arm curls, what else? Like press ups and stuff like that. Nothing that involves my core, because if you've seen my Instagram, you know that I have that huge incision on my stomach, and sit-ups are not cleared yet, so we're not doing that. But I just try to incorporate things that I can as much as I can. I can't pick up my son because he's really heavy, so we've been kind of like holding out on that, but I've just kind of been incorporating those things, like I said. Let me wrap this up because this is already 11 and a half minutes and I don't know what else to talk about besides my goals, which I already talked about earlier. But let me just throw them in here at the end so that I don't forget. I am working towards week 2 and hoping, or week 2, the end of week 3 going into week 4, and hoping to lose at least another 4 pounds, 3 pounds. I mean, 3 pounds would be good, because if I lose 3 pounds this week and I'm fortunate enough not to stall next week, then I will reach my 1 month goal of 30 pounds. Oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy. Anywho, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow the link below, and you can kind of keep up on my scar, because a lot of people I think wonder like, oh, what kind of surgery, like how. I did not have laparoscopic. I did have an open large incision type surgery, so you can follow that kind of healing process on there. Feel free to message me on there if you have any questions, or if you're just curious about my story. I'm kind of in and out on there, but that's probably the best way to reach me. So I will see you guys next week, and here's hoping for another 3 pounds. Bye-bye.